おじさん。
はるか、俺がただ一人愛した女の忘れ方。
この指輪、カズマが私に。
桐生一馬さんですね。本部内の全員連行や。
そうだ。
府警4課の佐山薫です。
ただ一人愛した女の忘れ方。
おじさん。
You know, I love the YAKUZA series. It's a series where Kiryu goes and guys go and buildings go. But at its core, it's a series about friendship, family, hurt, and today's topic, of course, love. Our protagonist, Cosmic Kiryu, is a hard-broiled former YAKUZA chairman, but he's also a lady. He goes to cabaret clubs, stands trans and lesbian rights, and he's a great daddy. Literally. But he's had his fair share of romance across the collective main 6 games, prequel, JP Only Samurai game, and upcoming sequel. But one narrative is pushed constantly in these games, and it's that the love of Kiryu's life is Yumi Saramura. Alright, stay with me here. Spoilers. Y'all knew that though. Yumi is Kiryu's childhood friend, alongside local skunk and psychopath Akira Nishikiyama. Kiryu and Nishiki both love her, but she loves Kiryu, I guess. Yumi is the mother of Haruka, who is the pseudo-daughter/niece of Kiryu. Yumi becomes Mizuki for reasons, and Jingu, her real daddy, is a bad daddy. Jingu goes, and Nishiki goes, and Yumi goes, bleh. So now Kiryu has to adopt Haruka. We all good? Good. Now then, Yumi wasn't a very well fleshed out character, and suffered from being a female character in 2005. It was a different time.
Look at you! Get the without any help from Yakuza. Yakuza, don't Kazuki-san. You're just deaf. You.
Jesus Christ! Aside from Yumi, there's another woman who in just the very next game would be the new love interest of Kiryu. Who was actually a good character. Kaoru Sayama, who made her first appearance in Yakuza 2 and its remake Yakuza Kiwami 2, and playing a brief minor role in Yakuza 3, was an officer in the Osaka Police Department, who was tasked with keeping Kiryu in protective custody, or should I say custody, because things are getting sweet around here. Around possibly the halfway marker in the game, you start to realize that these two are going to be playing the hokey pokey in each other's undies, which is strange, but welcome.
A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
I'll never mention this movie again. I mean, unless it's funny, or another quote calls for it, or, you know, I'm just going to cut this. After saving her life, and her saving his life, and Kiryu dropping those life lessons of wisdom, and talking to Haruka, and losing her father just like Kiryu, that really gets the sparks of flying in this relationship, and it really starts to sink in, deep inside you, that familiar feeling. Oh no. 2 well-developed characters having a heart-to-heart, mutual trauma, and a feeling of preservation of what they care about? The approval of a third party? A distinct sense of direction and purpose for their relationship? Oh no, I ship The problem here arises in 2009 with the release of Yakuza 3, or 2010 for North America and Europe, when head screenwriter for Yakuza and Yakuza 2, Hase Saishu, stepped away from the project, leading up to Masayoshi Yokoyama, who was formerly the story and scenario producer, taking up the lead writer role. At this point, you could tell that the series took a quick shift in flow in Yakuza 3. Now, Saishu is a very well-known Japanese writer, especially when it comes to the Yakuza and crime genres, and his work speaks for itself. He even won a Naoko Prize just this year in 2020. The first two games had a much more thematic feel, focusing more so on the Yakuza aspects of things. The relationships between the clans, the Tojo and the Omi, and the inner turmoil of the families that were within those clans. It was extremely centered on the world Kiryu was surrounding and how it impacted him. But from Yakuza 3 forward, it felt more like Kiryu was the catalyst of all the issues in the game, and Zero is no exception to this. Most of the conflict arises from Kiryu's departure from the clan. Not to Yokoyama's discredit, as he's a very talented writer, but it felt as though a lot of the elements from the original two were simply removed, gone without a trace, forgotten. One of which being Karusayama herself. After sharing a loving kiss that lasted like 5 minutes in front of a bomb to the most hardcore. The beginning of Yakuza 3 takes place at the very end of Yakuza 2, as it should, of course, with Karu bringing flowers to Terada's grave, where she tells Kiryu that she's going to America to further test herself as a police officer, but she would return to Japan one day. So basically, they said, well, I don't know what to do with her. And Sega was like, oh, well, we can just put her on the bus of characters that we don't use anymore and just bypass it because, how funny, right? Sega disappoints me constantly. They really do. So to conclude this video, I want to express my love for Karusayama and the females written in Yakuza as a whole, because they really are some of the best written characters in the series. Miss Park from Yakuza 5, or, you know, Karu from Yakuza 2, Haruka and her come up in the series as well. And it just shatters my heart to see that Sega has just forgotten her just completely. I loved the character in the game originally, and I love her in the remake. It just feels so much more genuine than anything else going forward from here. And for a lot of people, myself included, this feels like the true ending to Kiryu's story. Yakuza 6 was meant to be the true ending for him, but from 3 forward, it just felt hollow. Because so much was taken away. Like, the characters that he loved and the people who he knew were just written out of his life, and it just felt disappointing, to say the least. And any way you slice it from this point forward, I have to tell you that, shadow in a doubt, my verdict is Karusayama will go down in Yakuza history as one of the greatest characters in this franchise. And to say that Yumi Sawamura is his one and only love is simply untrue. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. The audio quality has improved. I've been editing this video for quite some time, but I'm so finally ready to get it out to you guys. So I'm super appreciative for that, and I'm super excited for that, and I appreciate it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you wanna, I mean, if you want me to be big on YouTube, then by all means. If you don't want me to, don't do anything. But please tune in next time. I'm gonna have some more Yakuza content coming out for Yakuza 7, which has just released actually. So I'm gonna have some stuff coming out for that. Some stuff coming out next month is gonna be super exciting. So guys, just thank you so much. I say again, I'm OmniKae, the Pinnacle Finesse. See you guys next time, huh? K!